G'day viewers, how the devil are you? Today I'm going to use a burner as a furnace, making it the smallest mini melting furnace ever. Let me also just let those of you know who aren't familiar with my channel, I've got over 60 videos of things like this, so please click on the oil burner name and have a look at what else I've got. Alrighty, enough self-promo, on with the show. After a bit of a discussion on one of the metal casting forums I'm on, I decided I'd do a vid on using a burner as an actual furnace. Yes, there's no expensive refractories and quality used here. Anybody can do what I do for the same cost as I do, which is next to nothing. You can see there I've used a very expensive sort of rag to block off the heat to the burner. What I'm going to try and do is basically melt all the aluminium directly in the burner, and then I'll separate it and pour it into something. So let's see how we go. Today I'm going to use this jumping castle blower that I got. A lot of people say to me, where do you get the blowers? I got this one, like most of them, off eBay. You could probably also try Craigslist or whatever else is going where you are. This particular unit is a 400 watt rated, and it's quite a good little blower just for sort of medium outputs. I haven't actually tested it yet, but I reckon this one would knock over 200 kilowatts worth of oil burning power really easily, so that's going to be more than enough for most people, unlike me, who are actually sane. I read a lot of things on American websites and they say use this or get that, and the truth of it is there's just not that much available in other parts of the world as there is the US. The idea of this is, without going overboard on refractory and things, if someone just wants to melt a bit of aluminium occasionally and doesn't want to go to the trouble of building a full-on furnace, I believe this should get you out of trouble quite nicely. That's the whole idea of it, a little cost-saving exercise for the backyard handyman who just wants to do something, a bit of aluminium melting occasionally. Having got the burner lit, I discovered it's a lot more powerful than I thought, hence I've used that bit of high-tech cardboard to reduce the air inflow. Here you can see I've got this running pretty hot already, just added the aluminium, and it's getting nice and red on the outside of the crucible already. It's best to try and find a place where you get as much fire going round your crucible as possible. In this case, what I did, you've probably seen it on the other videos, is just get a bit of thick wall pipe, weld a good thick 1/4 inch plate on the bottom for a base, and it's been holding up really well. Here, as I said, I'm just playing around to see where I can get the thing to sit. Probably the more flame wrapping around it, the better. You can also see that moving the position within the burner affects how well the combustion is and the amount of smoke. Now I've got a whole load of safety sissies and environmental whinges going on lately about other videos that show a bit of smoke. Get real, this adds up to exactly 0, so if you're so concerned about it, go and whinge and whine about something worthwhile, because frankly I don't care. I didn't actually measure what the fuel flow or the burner output was on this run. Looking at it, I'd guess it's probably around 50 to 80 kilowatts, not a whole lot, but here I've been running it for about 5 minutes, and as you can see the crucible's nice and hot already. Didn't take a whole lot of effort, and the crucible is quite hot, as you can see, but the way the burner is, that's staying fairly cool, which is surprising and does give a little bit of efficiency. I don't know what else you could do in this, if it'd get up to bronze temperatures or anything. I doubt it, but for aluminium it's more than sufficient and very easy to do. This brings us to the part of the show where we're committed to interfering with the good work of Mother Nature and its process of natural selection of idiots and morons. Please note, these burners are recommended for outdoor use only. However, that does not mean that you can operate one while partaking in extreme sports such as mountain biking, hang gliding or parachuting. Frankly, we don't care if you kill yourself, but we're just fed up with the safety zealots that think your safety is our responsibility. I've been operating the burner here for about 10 minutes, and as you might be able to see, it's nice and hot and the aluminium is ready to pour. Now obviously I'm just going to put it in that square baking pan, but as you'll see, this pours really nice and would be more than suitable for doing any proper castings. The base of the crucible there, as you can see, is glowing a nice dull red, and the aluminium poured very easily. Definitely something that's worthwhile and very good for doing occasional use. Now also during this melt, I threw a few pieces of scrap alley into the burner itself to see how that would go if I could use it directly. I think with a little bit of adjustment it certainly could be improved, and that would be to turn the burner inlet down a little bit. What I'm doing here is obviously just taking the oil line out, disconnecting the blower, and I'm just going to pick the whole thing up with no gloves. Oh my god, I could be killed. Millions could die. But I'm going to pour it out and just see if I can get any more aluminium, which I did, just a little bit there, but it did melt that bit directly and internally. There's a lot of ash and junk in there as well, but that was how I fired it up with a bit of wood, and it doesn't really make all that much difference. Now just to see what else was in there, I've just got this bit of a tray and whacking it out. You'll see that there's a lot of ash from the wood that I started it up with, and also that big chunk of aluminium. As I said, I think that could be improved just by redoing the outlet of the burner. Anyway, that's it for today. Again, please don't forget to click on the channel name link, Oil Burner, to have a look at all the other videos I've got. Please click the like button. That's important for getting my videos seen, which is the whole reason for doing them. And don't forget to also subscribe if you haven't done already, and share this round. For those of you who can red edit it, that makes a big difference, so would be appreciated as well. For any questions or comments, please add them to the section below. And as always, thanks very much for watching.